It was all from me, a spiritual message by Serafim Veritsky. Have you ever thought that everything that concerns you concerns me? You are precious to me, you are valuable, and I love you, and therefore it is a special pleasure for me to bring you up. When temptations rise up against you, and the enemy comes like a river, I want you to know that it was all from me. Your weakness needs my strength, and your safety lies in allowing me to fight for you. Whether you are in difficult circumstances, among people who don't understand you, who dismiss you, it was all from me. I am your God, who disposes of your circumstances. It is not by chance that you are in your place, it is the place I have appointed for you. Didn't you ask me to teach you humility? Now look, I put you in the very environment, in the very school where this lesson is taught. Your environment and those who live with you only fulfill my will. Whether you are in financial trouble, whether you are struggling to make ends meet, know that it was all from me. For I have your material means at my disposal. I want you to resort to me and be dependent on me. My supplies are inexhaustible. I want you to be convinced of my faithfulness and my promises. Whether you're going through a night of tribulation, whether you are separated from your loved ones, it was all from me. I am the man of sorrows, the one who has known sickness. I allowed it so that you might turn to me, and in me you might find eternal comfort. Whether you were let down by your friend or by someone you opened your heart to, it was all from me. I have allowed this disappointment so that you may know that your best friend is the Lord. I want you to bring everything to me and tell me all about it. Whether someone has slandered you, leave it to me, and draw near to me, your refuge. Whether your plans have been ruined, whether you have become weak and weary, it was all from me. You made your plans for yourself and brought them to me so that I might bless them. But I want you to leave the circumstances of your life to me, so that I may be responsible for them, for they are too heavy for you, and you alone cannot handle them, for you are only a tool and not an actor. If unexpected failures come upon you and despondency overwhelms your heart, know that it is all from me. For I want your heart and your soul to always be aflame before my eyes. If you are separated from those dear to your heart, it was all from me. When you do not hear from your loved ones for a long time, and because of your weakness you fall into despair, you should know that it was all from me. For by this anguish of your spirit I test the strength of your faith in the certainty of the promise and the power of your ardent prayer for those loved ones. If a serious illness comes to you, be that temporary or terminal, and you were confined to your bed, it was from me. For I want you to know me more deeply in your bodily infirmities and not to grumble at these trials sent down to you. Don't try to penetrate into my plans for the salvation of the human souls, but you should bow your head submissively and obediently to me. You dreamed of doing some special work for me, and instead you lay down sick on a bed. It was from me. Otherwise you would be busy with your own things, and I couldn't draw your thoughts to myself. Some of my best servants are those who are cut off from mundane activities so that they may learn to wield the weapons of unceasing prayer. If you are called unexpectedly to hold a responsible position, do that relying on me. I entrust these difficulties to you. This day I give you this vessel of holy oil. Use it freely, my child. Every difficulty that arises, every word that offends you, every hindrance in your work that might cause you frustration and disappointment, every revelation of your weakness and inability, let it be anointed with this oil. It was all from me. Remember that every hindrance is God's instruction, and therefore put these words into your heart. It was all from me. Keep them. Know and always remember that every stain will be dulled when you learn to see me in everything. All things have been sent by me for perfecting your soul. It was all from me.